Joe here with the Rideshare Guy, and today we're going to go over what the Upfront Fare Screen looks like in the Uber driver app in 2025. Alright, so let's just jump in and take a look. Alright, so first off, when you receive a request, you have about 10 seconds to analyze the upfront details and decide if you want to accept it or not. Now, as far as the details, we'll look at this. It's an Uber X request, and if it was an XL or a Comfort or a Green or a Delivery, it would show that here instead of Uber X. It also says exclusive, which means this request is going exclusively to just you. It's not available for other drivers like the rides on Trip Radar. Then you'll see the upfront fare amount. Below that, you'll see the passenger's rating. Then you'll see the time and distance to the pickup location. Then you'll typically see the cross streets and the pickup city, but this is an airport pickup at Terminal 2 and it's going to direct me to the Uber pickup area. Then below that, you'll see the time and distance from the pickup location to the drop-off location, and this is what you'll typically see for the pickup location and drop-off location, the cross streets, and the city. There's the accept button at the bottom there, and again, you have about 10 seconds to accept the request, and if you want to decline the request, you'll just select the X there in the box. Alright, now as far as the map, the pickup location is that blue circle with the person in it, and then the drop-off location is the black circle with the square in it. And you'll also see on the map the recommended route to take. Alright, now there's also the back-to-back request screen, which a back-to-back request is when you're giving your current rider their ride, you'll get a request while you're in that ride. This screen is basically exactly like the Upfront Fare Screen. The only difference is the map. You only see the pickup location, you don't see the drop-off location. Otherwise, you see all of the other information that you see on a regular Upfront Fare Screen. Also, really quickly, a nice thing now with Upfront Fares, if the passenger adds stops before they make the request, you will see that on the Upfront Fare Screen, and it's denoted in the information box there where it says multiple stops. Alright, so those are the upfront details in 2025, but what do you do with that information? The main thing that I look at is the upfront fare, and I try to compare that to the overall mileage. Again, you only have about 10 seconds to look at this upfront data, but what I try to do is I try to look at the pickup distance and the drop-off distance, add that in my head, compare that to the upfront fare, and see what it's paying per mile. And I don't have this requirement anymore here in Minnesota because we are paid guaranteed rates during period 3, but it used to be before guaranteed rates were implemented here, I used to try to get paid at least $1 per mile for the entirety, both the pickup distance and the drop-off distance. And also, I know this is a lot to process just within 10 seconds, but you want to try and calculate what your hourly rate is as well. So if we look at this upfront fare again, it's 0.7 miles to the pickup location and 16.6 miles to the drop-off location. That's an easy calculation. It's about 17.5 miles in total. The upfront fare is $19.32, so this is definitely paying over $1 per mile. Also, it's going to be 3 minutes to the pickup location and 27 minutes to the drop-off location, about 30 minutes in duration. So for this ride in particular, my hourly rate is about $38 per hour. Also, I love that they show that if a passenger adds stops before they make a request, that is shown on the upfront fare screen. And when I see stops on a request, I almost immediately decline every single time. I don't like stops. Stops aren't great experiences. Alright, so again, that's what the upfront fare screen looks like in 2025. Again, my main calculations that I do in my head during that 10 seconds when I get a request are seeing what it's paying per mile and what it's paying per hour. For newer drivers, this may be tough to calculate in just that 10 seconds, but once you see enough of these upfront fare screens, you get used to it. I've seen thousands over the years, and once you see enough of these, you get pretty good at making those calculations in your head in that short period of time. But what do all of you think? What do you think of the upfront fare screen in 2025? There's been many iterations over the years. What do you think of the current screen? Leave a comment below and let us know. If you've yet to download the Solo app to help you manage your rideshare business and earn more, our referral link is in the description. We also have a free newsletter, and the link to sign up for that is in the description as well. If you've yet to watch my previous video on 5 Uber driver app features that you need to know, be sure to check that one out. Thanks again for watching and drive safe.